Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your February 2019 Lenormand reading. I'm Jade with yesYesYes, and thank you so much for coming to my channel. I wanted to just give a shout out to all of you who have liked and shared and subscribed. I've been really enjoying reading for you, and I really appreciate all of your feedback, all of your comments. And for those who've reached out for a reading, a personal reading, thanks so much. It's been great working with you there too. So if it's something that you're interested in, all that information is in the box below. So today we're going to do a Lenormand spread with the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. And this is the cards. I was pre-shuffled already too. These cards were developed by Mademoiselle Lenormand in Paris, and there are 36 cards. I'm going to lay them all out, and we'll see the way in which everything lays out for you this month. What I love about this deck is that I'm able to see love, health, money, relationship, all kinds of things just in one spread. And we're going to do this in a very general way, but if you are interested in digging in deeper, that would be when you'd want to get a personal reading. But this will give us a nice general overall, quick and dirty as I like to call it. So for Capricorn, for February, let's see where this whole thing begins. Okay, that's the beginning card. All right, so I'll show them to you and then we'll go from there. The man, the masculine energy, the feminine energy right next to him. Okay. The stork, the tree, the coffin, the cross, the letter, and the tower, different tower. Okay, the moon, the scythe, the dog, the bouquet, the house, there's the sun, the park or the garden, and then the ways or the path. We have the lilies, and the bear, the mountain, and the fish, the key, oops, there we go, the clouds, and the fox, and the ring. Then we have the rider, the whip, the boat, the ship, the stars, the book, the mice, the child, and the anchor. Okay, interesting. And then we're going to finish up with the clover, the birds, there's the heart, and the snake. Okay, so Capricorn. First, let's start. Significant cards, the masculine and the feminine. We're clearly talking about two people who are in each other's lives, or if the masculine has not met his feminine yet, she is coming, okay? Also, I want to see if any cards are in their own houses, so give me a moment to count. Okay, so we have the scythe in the house of the scythe, which is really, it's about clearing things up, regenerating, okay? We're making a move, we're cutting something out, we're moving forward. Now, that's the overall kind of like, well, actually it's like an underlying energy that's here. So there is something that's getting get cut. It is We'll see what happens. I have a feeling already that it's looking like this relationship, honestly, Capricorn. And I don't know if it's because it's just not the right one, or if it's because the ring is way over here, if it's just not moving forward in the way that everybody wants. The heart is way down here. Like the love is not there anymore, and the heart being connected to the snake means that there's some kind of deceit in the love itself. So I'm wondering if that's the foundation here, and especially because this is underlying where the masculine and feminine are. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Woo! All right, so we have this couple. The couple, there was a new beginning. I mean, it's coming, you know, this is the future here, right? Everything is here is the future. So there's a new beginning coming, but this new beginning is really about legacy. It's about family. It's about setting roots down. And I think that there is going to be an end to some kind of burden that you might be feeling. So this could mean that this relationship is splitting and that the new roots are going to be taken separately, because there's an end to whatever burden this relationship might have been feeling, and it's going to come through in a very like written, formal way that's going to make it true. So this, in my mind, might mean a divorce. Like we could be talking about a divorce in the future. Now, let's look at it slightly differently. This couple here is having a new beginning where they're laying down roots, and there is an ending to some burden that the couple themselves felt. So what I'm feeling is that maybe this couple has moved away from their own family and they're laying down their own roots, their own family, and the individual families were burdensome, okay? And because of this new rooted relationship, this new beginning that this couple is putting together, it's going to get solidified, okay? Now, the ring is way over here, so it's possible that way down the line, to solidify this movement that this couple is feeling, that there is an engagement that happens way down the line, because, you know, we have the letter, so it's written word, there's the organization, the legal matters are here, and then the ring is a part of this situation. There's a choice that is made, and the choice could mean to commit. So it's really interesting. We can go both ways on this, okay? We'll see what else comes up, and maybe we'll get some more clarity, okay? So right now, I've got the couple kind of working together, okay? So Capricorn, if you're in relationship, this is really for you. If you're the masculine, she's right next to you if you haven't met her already. If you're the feminine, it should be a masculine that you have already met or who's in your life already. Maybe you're not in coupleship yet, but it's already, you know, the couple is moving, is together. It's one solid unit, okay? Let's move to the second line and see. So, you know, don't freak out. It may not be a divorce, especially if you're not even married yet. You're like, what? What is this? So there might be marriage later on. Let's see how it all works itself out. Second line, any kind of emotional immaturity or inability to take care of oneself emotionally has been cut, okay? We've cut that out. Any over-emotionalization is cut out. Any shadowy, shady ways of being has been cut out. And what it's doing is that it's allowing for a loyal and connected, stable home, okay? So right now we're moving with the couple moving together. I like this, okay? So we've got a loyalty, friendship that's really developing between these two people. It's positive. This bouquet is very positive card that is supportive. It's luck. It is offering, you know, there might be money that's just given to you to help get this nice new home situation figured out. And it's also, you know, the sun is over here, which the sun next to anything is really going to brighten it all up. So this new home, this stable connection, foundation is definitely blessed, and it is energized by the sun, okay? So I think we're going in good places. I'm also saying that the community, your family might even be, they might get to the point where they're supportive of this, okay? And the other thing is that, again, we were talking about if you're breaking from a family situation, the choice here is to be loyal to your family or to choose one another, because That's the path here in between the two. You're going to have to make a choice towards the end here, and the choice could be committing to yourself or committing to each other. So, but what this line is very, very positive for having a really stable home, feeling really supported by your community, ultimately your family, ultimately having this loyalty and this friendship, and no more of this question of what is cloudy and shady, what's going on, what lies underneath. Okay, that's what the moon is. Moon is actually quite similar. Moon and sun are quite similar to the tarot as well. So I like that we've moved out of that, even though, you know, emotional maturity is necessary. So we do have a maturity that's underlying here that we're working with. All right, so that's our second line. Still looking good, Capricorn. All right, here we go to the third. There's an antiquated connection that is feeling weighty, overbearing. This could be, again, mother or father, or even a boss. Some type of authority figure is causing you to feel like that things are moving really slowly, that there are some challenges. So again, I'm feeling like your challenges are really family oriented, or they could be work oriented. We haven't talked much about work, but it's seeming right now that family seems to be, and it's older connections here, right? Something that's been there for years and years and years. So what I'm feeling is that you've got a really amazing connection between two people, but the families might have raised you, like, you know, this would be stereotypically, you know, two different cultures coming together where there's a clash between the families, you know, the Romeo and Juliet story. So that's what I'm seeing here, is that was the challenge in the past, is to move past whatever the familial responsibilities were, the things that you kind of grown out of, you know, whatever the family thought was important, whatever that might be culturally or religiously, where you were put upon, you need to move past that, because that's been the struggle, okay? And in moving past that, there's actually quite a bit of abundance. This is what will unlock everything moving forward, okay? So once you move past that family tie, and I'm not saying leave family behind, that's not what I'm saying, but the weightiness, the burden of this, of living up to perhaps even an outgrown expectation from family, that's what's going to unlock everything, okay? Now, you will be a little confused by it, but what I'll say is that the confusion in this unlocking, in this abundance that comes forward once you release this, it's actually going to work out quite nicely, because you're going to be taking care of you. And what I mean by that is this couple, the coupleship. And I've actually had multiple readings where I'm talking about couples already. So you are looking at taking care of you, Capricorn, so that you are you're taking care of yourself as a couple, and there's that ring, there's that commitment. You're making a commitment to make sure that the couple itself is the survivor. Everybody else can kind of follow along the wayside, because we're really worried about this commitment to that coupleship. I love this. I think it's beautiful. So far, still so good. It's really looking like it's just family that's keeping the tension, okay? And it just feels like tension that can be released once you make that choice, Capricorn. Final line, here we go. What's coming forward, and it's coming to you either in a way that's self-deprecating, like you are beating yourself up because you have to make this choice, or you've had to make this choice in the past and you didn't. And you've seen this as a pattern. And I feel like this is ultimately, you have to make this choice. You have to, and again, I don't want you to leave your family behind, but sometimes there's a way that we can find peace between family expectations and the love relationship that we want. And I feel like that there's a potential for that here, and that the tension is just because it hasn't been explored. The piece between the two needs to be explored just a little bit. Look at how much you have in the future to really explore that. So right now we're seeing family tension, where the family tension is still kind of here, but it is able to be transformed. Now, there's movement happening, and it's destined movement. It's movement that everybody sees. It's change. You're going to be on your journey is what this means. So once you look for that peace between family and love, right? Your family and your love, Capricorn. It's going to launch you forward in this place that may not feel super comfortable, but it's going to be new. It's going to allow you for some new stability in the future. So if this is still, you're choosing the relationship, it's going to be a stable relationship. If you choose family, it's going to still be stable, and there might be children. It's possible that there are children, but the child card can also mean something new, something fresh and changing, okay? So, and the anchor here is your stability. It's definitely going to rock you, anchor you in. That's the term. So I like that we start with the couple and we end with stability. Okay, so we do have that. Now here is the reason why I was tripping. Ultimately, we began this reading because I was tripping here. All right, so this will be interesting. There's luck. There is softness that happens when you talk, okay? When there's talk. And the talk can be around you, but what I'm really feeling like, because we were talking about this family situation, when you talk with your family, when the couple talks to the family, when everyone is talking, when communication lines are open, that's when the love is there. And there's also a potential for the communication to go awry, okay? So just know that there's actually, it seems like the communication is lucky. It's just that the love right now is challenged. And I think, that, again, the challenge is really about finding the balance between family and your love relationship. So if it's cultural differences, we have to strive to bridge that gap. If it's religious differences, look for a way to get through it, because the coupleship is most important here. The coupleship is strong and stable. I really feel like it can lead to a wedding. There could be this commitment that's made. It's a successful commitment. All of this is looking really good. It's just that there's some tension right here in love with the heart and the snake. What this really normally means is that there's another person involved who is throwing off the relationship. I don't see that anywhere else in the reading. The only thing I'm seeing that's throwing it off would be the family, the culture, the religious differences, something like that. So it's not one person. It's not like it's a third party situation is what I'm reading. What I'm reading is that it's really a family-oriented situation. That's the third party, if that makes sense. So Capricorn, that is what I have for you. There's a lot of really luscious potential here. It's just striving to find the balance and the peace between family and love. But you are in each other's lives. You are here. It's beautiful. It's blessed. And that's what I have. I'd love to hear if this is resonating for you. So drop me a comment if it does. And if you want me to go into more depth, I'm happy to do that in a private reading. Otherwise, for right now, Capricorn, I'm going to send you all of my love.